Hey toy collectors, welcome to another super exciting outrageous toy review. Today we're taking a look at the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, Mighty Morphin Zordon and Alpha 5.
Ay, 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 ay.
It's interesting that the package reuses the art created for the 5 main Rangers, as opposed to new art for Alpha and Zordon. The back of the package features a photo of the toys and mentions that Zordon has a light-up action. Here we have the 2 figures out of the package. First thing I noticed out of the package is that batteries are not included. Zordon is pretty much what you would expect. There's a little bit of gray plastic at the top and the bottom, the button located in the center of that base to activate him, and then he's just a plastic tube with a face inside it. The back is pretty much plain. There's a little bit of detail here for no real reason. They could have just not had any sculpting there, I think, if they wanted. The face looks decent. I do want to check out that light up effect and see how that looks. Batteries installed. Let's fire this guy up. Rangers! Actually, that's a pretty nice glow. It works pretty good. It does pulsate a little bit, but not too much. I wonder if they could have gotten a light in the top and the bottom, so that way it would light up from both directions. Because right now he kind of looks like someone telling a ghost story at a campfire with a flashlight. As far as I can tell, it stays on until you push the button to turn it back off. I don't think Alpha's paintwork is totally screen accurate, but there is a lot of really nice sculpted detail on this figure. Alpha has articulation at his head, goes all the way around, can look up and down. I didn't really want to try and see if this is removable because it definitely seems like it's different articulation than the rest of the Rangers, so don't think he really shares parts and has the swappable heads like some of the other figures. He's got shoulder pads on his shoulder that hinder his articulation. The hindrance in articulation is not the end of the world because Alpha was a clunky robot and really didn't move well. He's got his lightning bolt on his chest and some unpainted little bibs and bobs there. The back of him has that pad that always made me think of a dirt bike racer. His arms have that really great tubing detail going on with it, and you can even see a lot of sculpted detail in his gloves that really make them look like the gloves on the costume. He's got his little padded underwear here. The back even has this little pouch like the Stormtroopers have in Star Wars. You know, that little tube on the back that has to make it uncomfortable to sit in a chair. He's got his pads on his legs, his little knee pads there, and his boots. His shoulders move around and out. They're on nice tight ratchets. It's pretty good articulation there, really. He's got elbow joints that can go straight or bent, and I'm kind of impressed there that they straighten out as far as they do. He's got a rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge joint there on both sides. He has a swivel in his chest and an ab crunch at the waist there, so you got a pretty decent range of motion if you need Alpha to break it down for everybody. He's got hip joints that move nicely. They're like a ball joint inside there. You can see it just barely. He's got a swivel at the thigh. The pad here really covers up that articulation point, which looks great. He's got double jointed knees. Again, fantastic range of motion for this little robot. And then he's got swivels at the ankles, so his ankles can move forward and backwards and all the way around. So I'm pretty impressed with this Alpha. I like him a lot. Would a vac metal head be amazing? Absolutely. A little bit more paint would be nice. But I think he's a pretty good looking figure. And as a bonus, he comes with Alpha's Alpha Teddy Bear. To help get a better sense of scale, here's a standard Lightning Collection Power Ranger standing alongside Zordon and Alpha. Alpha seems a pretty good height. Maybe even a tad short. I'm not sure. I'd have to watch the show again to see exactly where he came up to on the Rangers. But Alpha was always short. Zordon obviously seems a little bit small, but you know, he's really part of the wall of a playset when done properly. So I'm not going to complain about the scale. These 2 characters were included in the Power Dome playset, one being part of the playset and the other one being an accessory for it. There was one other released by Bandai in the 2000s where Zordon was really tiny, just a head in a tube. although that Alpha was halfway decent. I still think my favorite Zordon release is the Imaginext Power Rangers Command Center playset by Mattel. I actually got to meet the voice of Alpha at a con with Chris from Long's Toys. I pre-ordered these guys through Walmart.com. I think it's a really fun set, and I hope the Legacy Collection just keeps on growing. I also hope that Zordon doesn't turn out to be the only mentor figure we get for the Rangers in this line. I hope they're able to expand past the popularity of Mighty Morphin. Thanks for watching this super exciting, outrageous toy review. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out my other videos.